Thank you for coming back to Great Books for Kids, reviewed by Michelle Marcotte. What I have for you here is something really unusual. It's a unique book, The Fantastic Flying Books of Mr. Morris Lessmore. It's an imaginative fantasy that becomes a story about growing old and dying without ever saying the word. It's a book about life and memory and the words someone can leave behind that can touch people forever. It presents as a picture book, but it's a book that adults who are dealing with loss would also love to receive as a gift. We meet Mr. Morris Lessmore, a man who loves words and books. As he reads book after book, he also spends his time writing about his own life. But as the book says, every story has its upsets. In this case, a huge storm that destroys all his books and his home, leaving Morris searching for a new life. Eventually, a young lady, or is it an angel, floats by, carried along by a squadron of flying books. She leaves her favorite book for Morris, who follows her to a huge building full of flying, talking, and intelligent books. Let me see if I can find it for you. Here, look at how beautiful this illustration is. Morris spends the rest of his life talking to and reading all the flying books, always in the company of the book given to him by the young woman. We spend those years with Morris, reading and writing, talking to books, fixing books, and observing books as season after season passes, and Morris grows old. Morris shares books with everyone who comes by, giving each person a different book because Morris believes every story matters. When Morris realizes he has written the end of his own book, he knows it's his time to leave. He says goodbye to all of his books and tells them he will carry them all in his heart. In an exquisitely touching scene, Morris leaves, flying away, and as he's carried away into the sky by the flying books, he turns back into the young man he was before. The books are sad until they find the book Morris has written about his life. They knew everything he wanted to tell them was right there. I think this book is suitable for kids from 7 years old to adults. If you know a child who has had a grandparent die recently, you will have to make a judgment call to know if this book is right for them or is right at this time in their life. The illustrations by the author William Joyce with Joe Bloom make this life allegory both real and amusing, using a color palette that makes many of the pages look like antique photos. We bounce from realism to fantasy and from real life to the insides of the books themselves. It's a masterful keepsake book, published by Moonbot, an imprint of Athenaeum Books. You'll find the fantastic flying books of Mr. Morris Lessmore in sophisticated bookstores, through bookshop.org that supports local bookstores, and on Amazon in the affiliate link I've placed below. Thank you very much for coming back to Great Books for Kids, where you learn about books for kids and teens and help you buy the best books. Thank you. Bye-bye.